There is quiet love, and there is turbulent love. But Bai Jingting's love for Zhang Ruonan, that was something else. It wasn't just a feeling, not just the togetherness of two people who liked each other. Their love is like a fire that burns silently, but scorches anyone who tries to get too close. And behind Bai Jingting's gentle gaze, which has always been known to be calm, lies a man who is very possessive, protective, and completely unwilling to share Zhang Ruonan with anyone. To many fans, their relationship initially seemed like a dream too beautiful to be true. Two young stars shining brightly in the Chinese entertainment industry, both talented, both known for their warm and humble personalities. But behind the scenes, away from the cameras, their love grew in an unexpected way, slowly but surely, like a seed breaking through hard soil to reach the light. When they were first paired in the same drama project, many people saw them as two professionals doing their jobs well. Bai Jingting with his calmness, Zhang Ruonan with her gentle yet strong charm. But time has its own way of playing with fate. During filming, many crew members noticed that the two began to show small signs of affection for each other. Bai Jingting was often seen watching Ruonan from afar, making sure she wasn't exhausted under the hot lights of the set. Sometimes, he would come over with a drink or a small blanket without saying much. And in each of those simple gestures, there was a language of love that only the heart could read. To Zhang Ruonan, Bai Jingting was more than just a co-worker. He was like a refuge, someone who made the noisy, spotlight-filled world feel calm. She often told her close friends, "Bai is like air. I only realized how important he was when I couldn't breathe without him." Bai Jingting is not the type of man who likes to show his feelings in public. He prefers to stare rather than talk, actions rather than promises. But when he loves with his whole being. And Zhang Ruonan is the center of that universe. Many fans noticed a slight change in him after news of their closeness began to surface. He seemed more energetic, smiled more often, but was also more cautious, especially when the topic of Ruonan came up in interviews. His gaze always changed. There was tenderness, but also a determination that was difficult to hide. It was as if his heart was whispering, "She is mine, and I will not let anyone hurt her." Bai Jingting's love is not about sweet words. He is not the type to write poetry or post romantic photos. But he will make sure that Zhang Ruonan always feels safe, always feels loved, even without a single word. In recent months, rumors have begun to surface, from gossip linking Zhang Ruonan to a new co-star, to malicious comments trying to drive a wedge between them. And that's when Bai Jingting's other side emerged. He began to keep his distance from the media, was more selective in appearing in public, and was even rumored to have turned down several major projects just to spend time with Ruonan. Some people called him possessive, but to those who truly understood, it wasn't about ownership. It was about the fear of losing someone who had become a part of himself. There was one moment that went viral on social media when they attended an award show. In the midst of the crowd, a young actor tried to greet Zhang Ruonan in a friendly manner. At first glance, everything seemed normal, but the fans' cameras captured Bai Jingting's subtle reaction. His gaze turned serious. He took a few steps closer, and in the next second, he was already standing beside Ruonan, as if to emphasize that he was there, always. For many fans, the moment was simple, but for those who understood, it was a silent acknowledgement. Bai Jingting wasn't ready to share. His love wasn't a game, nor a publicity strategy. It was real, raw, and honest. When the camera lights went out, and the outside world stopped whispering, there were only the two of them. Two hearts learning to understand each other in the midst of a world that was too noisy. Zhang Ruonan, with her gentleness, was often the only one who could calm Bai when he was tired of the pressures of the industry. She knew how to make him smile, even when the world felt heavy. Meanwhile, Bai Jingting, he loves in silence, but his love protects, soothes, and wraps Zhang Ruonan in a sense of security that not everyone can provide. People close to them say that Bai Jingting often drives Zhang Ruonan to the set despite his busy schedule, just to make sure she eats on time. He will wait in the car, read his own script, and wait until filming is over. No matter how long it takes, he stays there. Because for Bai, love is not about being on screen, but about being there when needed. Their love may not always be expressed with grand words or sweet photos on social media, but that is precisely where its beauty lies. True love does not always shout. Sometimes, it just whispers softly, in a smile, in a glance, in the way someone holds the hand of their loved one a little tighter than usual. Bai Jingting knows that popularity can bring many things: admiration, but also jealousy and distance. And he knows how harsh the entertainment world can be to one's feelings. But he chooses not to waver. He will not let anyone tarnish the love he has built with Zhang Ruonan. When asked by an interviewer if he believed in true love, Bai simply smiled faintly and said, "True love doesn't need many people to know about it. It's enough if one person understands. That's more than enough." Every relationship is tested. There is distance, time, pressure, even endless rumors. But the two of them chose to persevere. Not with big drama, not with public statements, but in the simplest way possible, by staying by each other's side. Bai Jingting may not be ready to share Zhang Ruonan with anyone, but it's not because he wants to lock her away. He was just afraid of losing the light that had made his life more meaningful. In him, love and fear walked side by side. Love so great that the fear of losing her became an inseparable part of it. And maybe that's what makes their story so touching. Not because of glamour or beauty, but because it's real. Because behind all the fame, they are just two people who love each other in an honest way. Once, in a rare interview, Bai Jingting was asked how he viewed love. He was silent for a long time, then said softly, "If I love someone, I won't tie them down. But I also won't let anyone hurt them." Those words seemed to describe his entire heart for Zhang Ruonan. He didn't want to restrict her, but he also wasn't ready to share her. He knew that true love couldn't be fully possessed, but he also knew that he would always be a place for Ruonan to come home to. A place where she could feel safe, accepted, and loved unconditionally. To Bai Jingting, Zhang Ruonan was not just a partner. She was home. And anyone who has ever loved deeply knows how difficult it is to share a home that has become the only place in the world where we feel whole. Their love continues, perhaps not always visible, perhaps not always announced, but it lives on. In every unspoken glance, in every step they choose carefully. Bai Jingting knows one thing. His love for Zhang Ruonan is not for the world, but for himself. He doesn't need recognition. He just needs her presence. And though many try to guess the direction of their relationship, one thing remains certain. Bai Jingting is not ready to share Zhang Ruonan with anyone. Because when a man truly falls in love, the world around him stops spinning. There is only one axis, one name, one heart that becomes the center of everything. And for Bai Jingting, that name has always been, and always will be, Zhang Ruonan.